Well, I think we're live. It's been one of those days today, so we might actually not be. Who knows? Those wires at the back don't look very tidy. I need to tidy them up. This is the Pavo20 Pro Mk2. And you may think, Mk2? Well, we've actually got RGB LEDs on it instead of just the standard ones. And they've got all these different modes. Now, you may have seen the unboxing video I did earlier. Afternoon, Tim. Pardon me. Afternoon, Tim. I hope you're doing well. Glad to have you here and on board. There we go, look. There we go. Look at that. All different colours of LED. I can't leave it on for too long. Yeah, I'm glad you're here, Tim. Glad to have you on board. I hope you're doing really well. And it's Friday. We've made it to Friday. It's been one hell of a week, and it's been pretty much non-stop all week. But we've got an unboxing of this drone on the channel from earlier on at lunchtime. I didn't premiere it because I just didn't have time to sit there and premiere it with you guys, because tonight's video is going to melt a few of the DJI apologists' brains. And to be honest, I'm excited for it. I'm here for it. Some of them are going to go absolutely mental. So it doubles as an X-ray. Those LEDs shone through your thumb. Yes, well, either that, mate, or I've got a real problem with my body, which is also a massive possibility. Bruce is in the house. Thumbs up, Bruce. I hope you are doing well, my sir. I've actually got a mask in the car, and I was tempted to put it on and do a piece to camera, but I thought, I'm sat outside of school. It's probably not a good idea to start filming videos wearing a mask outside of school, really. But who knows? One day I might do. I hope you're doing well, Bruce. Glad to see you here. But yes, the Pavo20 Pro is. I know Only Drones has had nothing but hell with his, but I've had nothing but luck with mine, and I'm really impressed with it. So the fact that they brought out this new version, essentially what we're looking at, what's new regarding this Pavo20 Pro, says Wiley. All right, SQ, says Dave in Essex. Oh, please sit there in a mask waiting. You'll get on the news. I will. You're absolutely right. I will get on the news, but for all the wrong reasons. So it's probably not a good idea. While the difference is, if you've got a Pavo20 Pro, you're not going to be interested. But if you haven't already got one, this is the one to pick up. So it's still only $105 for the plug and play version. I think it's $385 for one with an 04 Pro. Props are the same, motors are the same, flight controllers the same. The carbon is redesigned slightly, seems a little bit thicker. They say that it's redesigned. It's definitely different, but the main difference is the RGB LEDs. So essentially, they've re-released the Nightfire from last year, but the RGB LEDs are actually better than the last lot. I need to sort this wire out somehow because it looks an absolute mess. So yeah, the RGB LEDs are a lot better than the old version of the Nightfire, and they're a lot better than the standard just blue ones that you get with the standard Pavo20 Pro. But if you've got a Pavo20 Pro, you're not going to be interested in this one, because it doesn't offer you anything new from a flight characteristics point of view. It's just an LED strip, and we can all install an LED strip, I'm sure. SOS Death Valley says, cheers, mate. Everyone in the chat, I had one, sold it. Lol. I don't mind Pavo20 Pro. It's done good things for me. You know, I've flown it at Only Drones at Christmas fairs and stuff. So I'm quite impressed with what it can do. To be fair, Bruce says, LOL, yeah, I can see that being dangerous. Yeah, I probably won't do that. I think Tim might be setting me up here. I've got to be honest. I want to ask if the Betafpv Pavo20 Pro 2 frame is compatible with the old carbon plate. The only difference is the carbon plate, but it looks like it's milled in exactly the same way. Well, the only difference is the carbon plate and the RGB LEDs. Pavo is just best in its class. I think the Darkstar 22 is giving it a real good run for its money. I really do. But, and then at the same time, if you're buying this class, you're buying it more for the sort of cinematic side of it. The reality is this does it that well that does the Darkstar do it any better? I think they do it about the same. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Let me go back. Good morning, says Tony. First State FPV. God damn it. Thank you. Only Drone says, hang on. Carl's just threatened Uptown. Right, who's Carl? And why is Carl being threatened uptown with an electric street? Is that a song? Uptown Funk? Are you quoting song lyrics? Mainly because I don't know who Carl is. Tim says, does it do the cyclone lighting effect just to add to the possible danger? It does, Tim. What I should do is I should fly it over the gate into the school with all the LEDs flashing and fly up to the windows where the office staff. No, that'd be a really, really bad idea. It would be funny though, whilst he was flying over Winter Wonderland. Wait, who threatened him? The staff? I don't know who Carl is though. Crazy, never flown it. Haha, says SOS Defile. It's a really good drone. It flies so well. I have one, flies great, definitely better than the Pavo20. Why is that? Says Only Drones. Only Drones, hey, says SOS Death Valley. Hey, I like seeing helicopters. Never been directly under one, so it'd be a good live stream. Pottery's drone. Oh, okay. Weird. Why has he been threatened? Who has he been threatened by? I need to know more. Tim, to be fair, I'm going to keep an eye out because the air ambulance goes directly over here, and it has done a few times while I've been live because the hospital is literally over sort of that way there, just over those trees. In fact, if you watch tonight's video, you can't watch it now because it's not tonight yet, but if you watch tonight's video, I actually film a lot of the hospital with the drones I do the comparison with, and it's literally just over those trees. Just received Deep Space 22, can't wait to fly it. Oh, Darkstar 22, can't wait to fly it. Sorry, Tony. Yeah, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Only clouds this weekend, no rain, a little bit of wind, flyable, says Bruce. Excellent. Cyclone, Battlestar Galactica, says Tim. No, some smackhead from the bus station. Oh, nice. Love me some BSG. Battlestar Galactica. Regarding the Darkstar, the canopy mounted only on rubbers is a downside, in my opinion. You see, I guess it depends. The thing is, these are designed, aren't they, to be flown cinematically. So you're not necessarily going to be throwing it around like I was doing for the review, like an FPV, like a freestyle drone. So in that respect, it's not as much of a problem, the fact it's not screwed down, and it makes it so much easier. I mean, the thing is, let's be fair, there's good points and there's bad points with both of them. But it does make it that much easier to sort of work on because it's just a couple of rubber grommets and away you go. But I get it. I do get it. So what are the differences? So just coming back to what the differences are again then. The differences are the RGB LED strip and the redesigned carbon plate. You also get an 04 light canopy as well, which I think they're sending out with most of the new Pavo20 Pros nowadays. But if you've got an old Pavo20 Pro, or you haven't got one and you've held off because you wasn't sure whether to get the 04 Pro or 04 Light, you get both canopies in there as well. Those are the main ones. Only Drone said he would shoot it down, then pulled an electric screwdriver on him because he was flying a Mini over Winter Wonderland. Was he going to shoot it down with the electric screwdriver? I don't know. Does anyone want to gift memberships? Why not? Do it. Do it. Hi. What a beauty at the dashboard. Turn on the LEDs. Okay, we'll turn on the LEDs again. I keep turning them off because the woman in the car in front of me keeps looking at me like I'm some sort of weirdo. And she'd be right. She'd be absolutely right. You can change them as well. Look, you can change the colour of them. There's different modes as well. And then you can like half and half it, and it's all different things. So that's cycling through the colour. I mean, I don't know why I'm telling you it's cycling through the colours because you guys have got eyes. That's the, well, again, I don't know why I'm telling you. You guys have got eyes. That's like the rainbow effect of it. I'm just playing with lights now. I'm sure it's got the cyclone effect. but I don't know. So yeah, I would, but it's random. Says only drones. Bruce says enjoy the Darkstar 22. Only drone says drop them likes. Kieran says, are they the same size and weight? They are the same size. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they're the same weight. I haven't weighed it yet. Purely because it only just arrived today and the release was 11 o'clock this morning, so I had to get something out. So I just got an unboxing and a setup, well, not even a setup video, but an unboxing and first thoughts video. So I haven't weighed it, but I can't see it being any heavier at all. It's probably going to be a little bit lighter than my Pavo20 Pro because mine's got a GPS on it. But we'll find out. Only drone says Pavo20 Pro cost me over 550 quid in scrap. A Pavo20, then an 03, then a Pavo20 Pro and an 04. You have had the worst luck with Betafpv FPV, mate. And it makes me feel really, really bad. But I mean, I had one issue with the Nightfire, which was lack of instructions and probably my fault for rushing it. But yeah, crazy the problems that you've had. Can you buy those LEDs for the Pavo20 Pro? I don't think they sell them separately, but you can if you get the Speedy B RGB LED strip. You can use those, and the thing is with those, you only need to solder them in to your 5V and your ground, and you can even control them via your phone as well. So that would be my advice. If you've got a Pavo20 Pro already and you want these LEDs, as far as I'm aware, they're not selling them separately, but the Speedy B ones they're actually bare. But don't tell them I said that, whatever you do. David Essex says, just tried launch control from your guide. Cat easier than some other guides, and what a rush. Oh, far easier, I'm going to guess that says. Far easier than some other guides I've seen, and what a rush. It's brilliant, isn't it? And I'm so glad that the guide has made it easy as well. And that's what this channel's all about, isn't it? Trying to make things as accessible to as many people as we possibly can. Because if I start talking in jargon and sort of assuming everyone's at this, just make it easy, just make it simple to follow, and just go for it. But I'm so glad that you did it, and I'm so glad that it gave you the rush as well. What was the drone you said to get instead of the Master 3X? Probably the Deep Space Seeker 35, to be honest. I think that's what we was talking about. They will have them up for sale in parts. I don't think they have the RGB LEDs for sale separately, I'm afraid. They may do later on down the line. General Lee says, hello all, nice lights. Summy says, good evening. Good evening, Summy. How are you, sir? Is there a fix for the Neo 2 gimbal shake? And is it a universal problem? Well, they're called coblights. Yeah, all of these types of strip are. But if you go on AliExpress and type in Speedy B RGB, you'll see exactly what I mean. Can you get small LED strips to do it yourself? 2.6 is a millimeter with or without the silicone over the LEDs so you can save weight, says Tim, or you can, sorry. David Essex says, don't bind pre-arm and launch actions on the same button. Otherwise, it won't be possible to disable launch, which is wild. Yes, on the site now, says SOS Def Alley. Yeah, honestly, SOS Def Alley, if you go to the review video I've got, there's a link directly to take you to the Seeker 35. It is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Tim's right, you can do it yourself. Or, like I say, the thing is with the Speedy B set, I think they're about 15 quid. They're not massively expensive. And the thing is, you've got Wi-Fi built into them as well, also Bluetooth built into them as well. So you can just change them on your phone. And they've got more modes built in as well. EU says, hey. Have you got the shakes, Lego? So does everyone have the problem with the Neo 2? Right, Lego, let's deal with this. So, is there a fix? No. Coffee, says only drones. Yeah, I drunk it, mate. I've filmed like 3 shorts while I've been here, and I've drunk it. So, but yeah. Yo, did Beta send you the Lava 2S's? No, they didn't, Morty FPV. However, they have done. No, hang on. Let me go back. Yes, they have done, but they haven't arrived yet. Only drone says, wow. Right, so, Lego. Right, there is no fix for it, no. However, it doesn't seem that every drone is affected as badly as the next. From what I've seen, mine is probably affected the worst. I know you asked a question before a couple of times about, but you crashed it, so surely the shakes are caused by the crash. The shakes in my Neo were just as bad before the crash, but I didn't have an SD card in my goggles at the time. I'm actually chronically short on SD cards, believe it or not, because I've got that many 04s and stuff now. I've completely run out of SD cards, so I'm robbing them from one to another, and I keep forgetting where they are. You can get the LED strip. Is it the RGB LED strip, SOS Death Valley? I'll have to double check. For the Pico 2, 04 Lite or 04 Pro, what I like the best. Mine is intermittent. It was fine this morning, except for one thing, says Summy. So, yeah, my point is, what system would you recommend if I get screwed on the 23? I've been completely spoiled by DJI Digital. What do you mean screwed on the 23? I don't understand. And if you've got the DJI system, then keep the DJI system, because even if the ban goes through, you can still fly it without any problems. There's going to be no problems at all in flying it. My advice is hoover them up now while you can. Too much school to fly it in the week, says Lego. Oh my God, Squad's mind is everywhere today. Have I missed something? Have I completely missed something? Which is entirely possible, because it's been one of those, well, it's been one of those weeks, but it's been one of those days. Yes, so, no, there is no fix for it, but I don't believe that they're all as bad. Oh, December 23rd is a deadline. Right, okay. If it gets banned on the 23rd, General Lee, my question is, what do you already own? Do you already own DJI goggles? Have you already got some 04 Pros? And how many drones have you got? Do you need to buy another system, another set of goggles, and invest in another ecosystem? Or can you hold on to what you've got for another 12 months and see what happens in 12 months? That's my advice. I mean, what would I recommend for the Pavo Pico 2, 04 or 04? I would always say 04 Pro. Bruce says, I'm also spoiled by the DJI VTX. So I've actually been out this week filming a Drone Wars episode, which may or may not make the cut for the weekend. And the Drone Wars episode is analog versus HD0 versus Walksnail versus DJI. And nothing comes close. Nothing comes close. SOS Death Valley says, yep, the RGBs. Oh, okay, fair enough. Lego says, I'll just fly my Neo 2 mainly with my RC motion thing to get it smooth. And that's fine, and it'll work with that. I think I demonstrated it well enough in the video yesterday that if you're in normal, Tony says, thanks, no problems at all. Tough to leave it, says Bruce. Analog says EU. LOL. I don't know, they're all nice to me. So, yeah, Tony, I'd go 04 Pro always. Bruce, tough to leave it. I agree completely. Like I say, after flying them all back to back this week, it's actually been quite painful, the gap that DJI has. My advice to General Lee would be, if you don't need more VTX systems, or if you do need more VTX systems, but you can't afford them, but you've only got a couple of quads or maybe one or two that hasn't got them in, just hold off. Because at this moment in time, it may get banned, it may not. But the point is, even if it gets banned, there is nothing stopping you in 6 months' time importing a unit into the country, if in 6 months' time there is a way to import it into the country. And as I said to Summit the other day when he asked his question about, will it work after the ban if for instance you buy it today and waited to activate it and stuff? Yeah, it will. Once it's in a consumer's hands, you can use it because it's been authorized by the FCC as a sale to the consumer. Now, nobody knows if that one that you buy in 6 months' time you bought on December the 22nd. And there's no way of them ever finding that out. And it could have sat in your desk for 6 months while you built another drone. So my advice is hold off. Don't panic and spend potentially another $600 or $700 on another system that, let's be fair, unless you're racing, is inferior. And I know the thing is, I get attacked from both sides. So when I call out the Neo, I get attacked from the DJI fanboys for being too harsh. Somebody said yesterday, you're deliberately trying to stir and cause problems. But then the flip side is, what I turn around and say when it comes to FPV is, nothing comes close to the 04 Pro, and to an extent even the 03. DJI is miles ahead when it comes to VTXs in FPV. And then I get attacked by the HD0 bunch and the Analog bunch and the Walksnail bunch saying that I'm a DJI fanboy. So the fact is, I'm getting attacked from both sides, which means I must be playing it down the middle really, really well if I'm getting attacked from both sides. But my point is, because it's a rambling point, just wait, because we don't know what's going to happen. Nothing will come close to it. If you was to buy another system, you'd be buying something like HD0 or Walksnail, spending 700 quid on a product that's just inferior. Did you the info for the Neo 2 giveaway? LOL, I want to win. The Neo 2 isn't live yet. However, I have a new theory. Gimbal shake could be the Neo 2 with mine. Okay, let me know. They're opening the gates. I'm going to have to go. Go to the video of the Aquila 20 from yesterday and leave an answer to the question, who is my sidekick? What is the name of my sidekick in these videos more recently? And you'll be entered to win if you share it and send me a screenshot of proof that you've shared it. You'll also get a second entry. It's free worldwide, and I'll be doing the draw live on Christmas Day. I've got a couple of pairs of V2s, M3s. Yeah, honestly, just hold on to your stuff. Hold on to your stuff. Hit like, please, says Tim. Love you, bye, says Only Drones. They're not opening the gates. The gates are open. You can actually see the high-vis summit. And let's wasp boy out Batman. Right, yes. Generally, hold off doing anything just yet, but I've got to go. I'm going to try and be live at some point this weekend as well. So peace out, everybody. Much love, and I'll see you at 10 p.m. UK time tonight, and we'll melt some more DJI fanboys' brains. Peace.